Oh my god, the older version of Minecraft actually had diamonds? Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo. I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day. Welcome to a brand new Minecraft video. I hope you guys are all excited for tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow, Echo? Well, if you don't know, Minecraft is turning 10. Now, to celebrate in this video, we're going to be going back in time to some of the original versions of Minecraft Pocket Edition. And in this video, I'm going to be bringing you guys some gameplay footage of one of the earlier versions. I'm pretty sure some of you guys would have played this version many years ago. Now, I know Minecraft Pocket Edition technically isn't 10 years old. It's like 9 or 8 years old, but I've already done the classic PC version because the developers released it to the community to test and play. The first ever version of Minecraft. If you missed that video, go and check it out. So let's do a little bit of a history lesson and break down the Pocket Edition version, which is now known as the Bedrock version. So Bedrock is iOS, Android, Windows 10, Xbox, and Switch. Who knew that a phone version of Minecraft would be across so many different platforms? So what you guys can see on screen right now is Bedrock Edition versions history. Now, of course, you've got the Bedrock version, Pocket Edition Alpha. Now, if we scroll down, this is how many different versions we've had of Minecraft for the Bedrock version. It all started with the Pocket Edition version, which is right at the bottom. It was available, I believe, on an Xperia device. I tried to get that version for today's video, but unfortunately, the older versions of Minecraft don't work on the newer devices. So going past 0.3, 0.2, and getting to this point, we're going to start right here. This is the pre-release. So the pre-release was the Xperia Play. Now, it's not outlining a release date. Maybe some of you guys know when it was released. But if we go to the pre-release version, because that's what I wanted to try and bring you guys some gameplay of, I actually have the pre-release version here. And in this version, Notch is actually playing it. It says, Notch playing the pre-release at E3 2011. The Pocket Edition pre-release was the first known version of Minecraft Pocket Edition during development. This version was never publicly released, but it was playable at the Electronic Entertainment Expo of 2011 and given to many individuals for private testing and showcasing. So it was never publicly released, which is why you've probably never seen any gameplay of it other than the gameplay that was shown during E3. Of course, it's got the features, general blocks, etc. But it says here, right, they changed the blocks from 3D to 2D inside of your inventory. And it says here, Minecraft Pocket Edition Demo. I would love to get my hands on this version, but unfortunately, I couldn't. I spent ages making today's video trying to get my hands on this gameplay footage. It also explains a couple of things that were available in this version. Going back to the version history, we have Alpha 0.1.0, Xperia Play only. Again, I tried to get this version, and because I don't have a specific device, it doesn't load. I'm playing a newer device, which is my Samsung Galaxy Tab S4. These older versions don't really work. And as for release date, it says that this was released in August 2011, the 16th to be specific. So if we move on to the next one, which is this one, version 0.1.0 Alpha was the first publicly released version of Minecraft Pocket Edition that was exclusively released for the Xperia Play gaming console. There was a planned 0.1.0 Alpha that would have been released on Android, but the release was held back. The version would have had black touch controls, and the menu would have looked the same as version 0.1.1. So the only difference from the older versions, like this version, is that it had black touch controls rather than the white ones. I mean, that's simply what it was. I don't know if I don't think there's any pictures in here, but it also explains a couple of things that were available in this one. It says here demo, which is this. This looks like it's a fake picture because I never ever remember the buttons to look like this on the older versions of Minecraft Pocket Edition. They always look like this one, which I showed you guys. It's strange how things have changed over the years. So then we're going to be moving into what I'm going to be showing you in today's video, which is going to be Alpha 0.1.01. So 0.1.1J. That's the version that we're going to be testing and messing around with today. I've done this before, but it's always good to go back in time and realize the game that you enjoy, where it all began. So this was released on Android October 7th, 2011. Did not release on iOS like the Alpha 0.1. The first version that released on both versions, Android and iOS, was on October 13th. We had 0.1.2, and on November 17th, it released on iOS. So Android seemed to have had more versions. You can see it here as well. There's a couple of versions that were never technically released for the iOS device. I'm not entirely sure why they did that, but this was the first version that was publicly released, I believe, for both versions. Yes, 0.1.2 was the first version. So hopefully you guys learned something new in terms of the history. Since then, we've come an incredibly long way from 0.3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. We've come a very, very long way. Let me know in the comment section which version of Minecraft you started playing on. For me, for Minecraft Pocket Edition, it was 0.7 or 0.8. And in the short time that I've been playing the Pocket Edition version, it has definitely changed a lot. So let's jump onto my Android device and let's enjoy the history of Minecraft Pocket Edition. So here we have it. One of the first ever versions of Minecraft Pocket Edition, because back in the day it was called Pocket Edition, not Bedrock. According to the wiki page, this was the first publicly released version. Remember, the demos aren't really classed as full versions being released, they're just testing stages. But this was released on October 7th, 2011. This version was not released on iOS, it was just Android. It's called version 0.1.1 J, Alpha. So this is how the screens used to look for Minecraft Pocket Edition, and you notice how different things have changed on the main menus already. Down to the buttons, but more importantly, the background. So the background that you see here is dirt. In the current versions of Minecraft, we have like the panoramic. We had the aquatic version. Now we've got the village and pillage. It's simple things like that that you appreciate in the current version of Minecraft. So we have join game, start game, and options. Let's start off with the join game. Obviously, this is linked to some form of multiplayer. Pretty sure I'm not going to find a game. Pretty sure it's linked to like a LAN, so you can play with your friends that are in your house and stuff like that. It's not going to load for me at all. If we go to the options version, it's very glitchy and laggy, by the way. By default, your name is Steve. As we all know, the original character in Minecraft is called Steve. Steve was there before Alex was. It wasn't until a couple of years later that Alex was introduced to the game. I would really love to know where the name Steve came from, because Notch created this, so he definitely has some stories as to why it's that. Server visibility by default, I mean, doesn't really do much within this version. Graphics, we have fancy graphics, which is disabled by default, and lower graphics quality, shorter view distance, and disables fancy rendering. We will enable both in today's video. Now, by default in the older versions, it was set to lower graphics quality because older devices were garbage. Could you imagine using like the original Xperia now rather than your Samsungs and your iPhones? Most likely not. Controls, we've got the inverted axes. Not going to enable that. Basically, when you look up, you look down. When you look down, you look up. Don't really know why games introduced that. But we have used touchscreen. So there's two different versions of touch in Minecraft now. We have this one, which is basically you have the circle, and when you're breaking things, you see that. Or you have the one where it has the crosshairs, which I like to use in Minecraft Pocket Edition. And we've got vibrations. So going back to the start screen, this is how the worlds used to look. Plain, simple, boring, but this is how they used to look. Create a game. For the sake of today's video, we're going to be doing 10 years of Minecraft. That's what I'm going to call the world. And as for the seed, we're going to do it all in capital letters, and we're going to just do potato. I think the last time I did this, the seed I did was just ECKOSOLDIER. So let's load this up. I think this was the original loading screen. Not entirely sure, because I remember this loading screen for Minecraft Pocket Edition for a very, very long time. But once loaded, this is what you're faced with. Now, in the earlier versions, I think it's 0.1.0, the buttons that you see on the left-hand side, the only difference from this version to the other one is they were black outlined. They then later on changed it. I don't think there's much that we can do. Like, if we go to, is there any settings? Server is visible. Server isn't. So server being visible, I guess that means that people could possibly join my world. There's no options page. If I want to change my options, we're going to have to back out. So first off, let's enjoy the size of the world. There was no creative back then. I mean, it was kind of a combination of creative / survival. But I remember the way they kind of controlled lag in Minecraft was to do with the render distance and fog, which is basically what you can see here. There was no sun, there was no moon, there was no rain. There was no animals. this is basically what it was. And the seed generation is absolutely terrible. You've got blotches of grass, of dirt. You've just got mountains of random things. It did have ores, because I remember in the classic version of the Minecraft PC version, they had ores available as well. They had coal, they had iron, there may have been gold, I'm not entirely sure. But you couldn't do anything, because if I go inside the inventory, these were the original blocks. And I believe these original blocks are the same original blocks that you can get on Minecraft PC. Now, if we tap on this thing's quite ancient. So this was available in the game for quite some time, and then they removed it. And I think it's still been removed today. Some of you might remember this. But this is what I'm talking about in terms of touch. Like, you would break these, but you would never collect them up. You couldn't pick them up. You couldn't really do anything. It was kind of like a creative survival. You literally just built randomly. I think the world possibly could have been infinite as well. But this is the old school cobble. Because I remember playing Minecraft, not so much the Pocket Edition version, because I started on Minecraft PC. I remember playing Minecraft with the original cobblestone. You can break it with your hand. That easy as well. The original oak block as well. How much they've changed. What else is inside of here? We've got this. We've got the obsidian. That's also recently changed. And we'll go with the slab, because that's also changed. These things have also changed over the years. Unfortunately, there was no sign of any portals back in the day. But I just realized, looking at this obsidian, it wasn't until this year / last year that the obsidian has changed, because obsidian was only recently changed due to Japper changing it himself. Bricks, I know that they have slightly changed, and we have ourselves the slabs as well, which is quite interesting, because now in Minecraft we have this slab version as a block. Now in the hotbar, the slab looks a lot different than when it's placed. But I think this world possibly was limited in size. Yes, we've reached the border, right? We have reached the border. You can't go down there. Now, on Minecraft PC, you can summon Steves. I would definitely throw the Steves off the side. What else have we got inside of here? Now, I know there was original, like, crafting styles. That's, like, a little bit later on down the line. And we can do some more version histories if you guys want to see it. We've got the glass. But this version was dominated by wool pieces. I never really understood why the developers wanted to just introduce several different versions of the wool. But I remember the wool also changed not super long ago, but quite long ago. They made some changes to the wool, because what they did with the wool is they then provided a more vibrant kind of wool version. But the reason why I'm walking around here, guys, is just so I can show you what's around here. Oh, it's the original gravel. So they did have the original gravel in this version as well. Wait, do we have gravel in my inventory in here? We don't. But I remember on Minecraft PC, we did have the original gravel in some of the early stages. Were these active, by the way? Could we use these? Because I never ever realized if we could... Come on, let me up. Here we go. Oh, they did make these active, yeah. So we can use the... I want to climb to the top if I can. I also remember in this version of Minecraft, you could reach an incredibly far up, like, really, really high. You know, like creative and stuff, you could reach really high. Even in survival, you could break things from so far. Now it's like a couple of blocks. I think the breaking radius was like 9. Maybe a little bit more. Come on, let me up. We will get up. There we go. Now, there's no third person, but I'm telling you guys I'm most likely going to be Steve. All right, so if you look down there, we're going to back out. We're going to change it. You can see the difference in render distance. It really wasn't that far at all, the render distance. It's back, start, and back to this one. And then we look down here. You can see the render distance. So, like, if you wanted to have this render distance in the older versions of Minecraft, you had to have some really good quality phones, which was quite expensive. There's no fall damage in this, right? Yeah, there was no fall damage. And apart from that, guys, there really isn't too much. The sounds really haven't changed that much, though. Yeah, the walking sounds really have not changed that much. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this did have caves or not, but let's break down, see what we can find. But other than what I'm showing you, this was literally Minecraft. And the fact that Minecraft Pocket Edition started basically with this, it just goes to show you how far it has came. So originally Minecraft is 64, and then the last one would be Bedrock. I don't think this one had a cave system. Oh my god, the older version of Minecraft actually had diamonds? I went past coal as well. I was just digging around. Was it just like a lonely diamond on its own though? The fact that I'm breaking stone with my fists or with ladders is quite crazy. I think it's just one. No, there's 2. Oh, wow, there's 3. So I don't think, like, the amount of diamonds that spawned have never really changed. So we break these. I'm pretty sure we don't get diamonds from it. 1, 2, and 3. Now, that we're obviously level 12-ish. We're quite far down. So that means we shouldn't be too far away from Bedrock. And there we go. We found Bedrock, which I'm pretty sure you can't break through. I didn't find any caves. I'm not entirely sure if this version did have caves. But I bet when people played this back in the day and they seen the diamonds, they were like, I want the diamonds. It's an actual pleasure to play the old school versions of Minecraft. The only problem is if I wanted to get up, I'm going to have to tower all the way back up. But guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's video because, again, we're here to celebrate 10 years of Minecraft. Not only Minecraft PC, but Minecraft in general. And the fact that the version we play quite frequently on my YouTube channel started off with something like this is absolutely mind-blowing. So take care, stay beautiful, enjoy the 10 years of Minecraft, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!